Cells become toxic, they die early, and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet. The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. It's Alex Jones.
All right, we got loaded phone lines with Elijah and George and Mayoff, Lee, Dion. We'll get to all of you. Coming up in the next segment, Anthony Gucciardi, writer for Infowars.com, is here in studio with us. I've got a bunch of headlines here I want to go over. The government's war on freedom of the press. Press freedom has declined in recent years, an investigative report by Reason magazine. The U.S. plummeted to a dismal 49th place on the Reporters Without Borders annual Press Freedom Index, marking the country's second lowest ranking since the list was created in 2002. Its lowest since 2006. Other countries ranked in the 40s and 50s include Haiti, Mongolia, and Chile. Now, folks, here's the deal. We've got more reporters than most countries. We're a media-rich nation. But statistically, Obama has arrested dozens and dozens of reporters, put them in jail for just reporting on North Korean troop movements that are announced at the State Department. So you go to a press conference, they say it, then they arrest you. So that's the kind of stuff. I mean, it's a real chilling effect. Now, you dovetail that with the fact that the establishment media is in so much trouble. It's all this Brian Williams moment for the system where they lose total credibility, so they're trying to come in to censor the alternative, the new media that's becoming bigger and more powerful than they are in an attempt to create a chilling effect. The FCC wanted to regulate the internet in the name of protecting it. The internet kill switch, on and on and on. Well, here's the article at Infowars.com by Anthony Gucciardi. It's official. McDonald's and Monsanto are both losing money fast, close quote. Public awakens to what's really in their food, including the average person who over a lifetime eats a massive amount of, quote, fake food. And again, I don't have it out for McDonald's, except the fact that they've got so many additives and the rest of it, but they're kind of the big dog. If you can make them change, or they won't change and they fall, you can change the world. And so I wanted to get Anthony Gucciardi in here to talk about his article and dovetail it with the article earlier in the week you did for PrisonPlanet.com and StoryLeak.com, where you went over the government's admission of how many tons of fake food, kind of like how many pounds of rat feces can be in our food. I mean, this is in the regulations, but the average person doesn't know about it. And the system's battling to stop GMO labeling and to not let us know what's really in our food. And then meanwhile, we'll show our Twitter page. The new National Geographic coming out says it's a conspiracy theory to say GMO could hurt you, when in tons of studies they admit it's killing rats and causing problems. They've had to recall Starlink corn. I mean, hundreds of different GMO crops. But they're acting like, oh, none of that exists, hoping we're ignorant. Don't they know that doesn't work anymore, Anthony?
Well, how many years have we come on air and talked about all the devastating acts of Monsanto and McDonald's and the plastic foam chemicals in McDonald's Happy Meals that everyone's giving to their children, all the synthetic laxatives, all of it, right? How many years have we talked about that and warned over and over again that that's going to collapse as the consumers realize they're not going to eat it anymore? So you can go to somewhere like Whole Foods and get the same stuff that's better and organic for like $5. So the paradigm is collapsing here.
I went to McDonald's when I was in that Chuck Norris movie they're shooting up in North Texas a few weeks ago, and I was coming back. I went in one just to use the bathroom in Waco. There was nothing in there but illegals. I guess they're the only ones that haven't gotten the memo. Sorry.
Well, as the economy collapses, people realize they can actually still get organic, healthier options for like $5, and no one wants to go to McDonald's anymore. And it just shows how greedy these corporations are, because, again, we don't have anything against these corporations individually. It's that
Mike Norris
loading us with garbage. But if they would have gone in the 90s or after Super Size Me came out and realized with their market research, which they knew.
If they had a changed course then, it takes a while to turn a big organization around, but they could have done it and maintained market share. They didn't. They arrogantly doubled down on propaganda, just like Brian Williams did, lying again, and it didn't work.
And they're still doing it. They fired their CEO, and they're spending millions of dollars on these trendy campaigns.
And he's the one that tried to clean it up and give healthy food, comparative.
Exactly. He was saying, hey, we actually need to do something different. They want to, instead of changing the ingredients and actually having to spend roughly 2 more cents in many cases, according to some of the analysis, 2 cents per actual meal to change the synthetic fillers to actually non-garbage. And it's also important to remember that they did try to do stuff in the past, like they rejected GMO potatoes, and they actually got a little bit of good publicity.
But then last week they accepted them. Let's expand on this. Exactly. Chains like P. Terry's and In-N-Out Burger, P. Terry's is much smaller, In-N-Out's heard in L.A., that just give you an old-fashioned, big, juicy, dripping burger that doesn't taste like space food or National Lunch Program prison food. They're all displacing McDonald's. That's even bigger than the health people. McDonald's just feeds people space food crap. People don't want Bill Gates controlled, he's involved, space food. I mean, we don't want glow-in-the-dark food that doesn't rot. I mean, Super Size Me showed it doesn't rot. Something's,
rots you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm ranting. I mean, what does this signify, though? Am I right in saying this is a canary in the coal mine?
Yes, and it's a major victory. If you think about it, even CNN now, just think 5 years ago if this were to happen. CNN Money says, is McDonald's doomed? Right? And they talk about how their market share is going down. They're underperforming the market.
Yeah, I mean, it's not us in your article putting out sensational stuff. They're saying this.
Yeah. Business Insider. McDonald's is losing America, and it shows their actual profits going down, sliding down, just percentages of decline every single month. For the last 13 months, there's been closures. So these companies like McDonald's and like Monsanto, what's happening is we're actually making an effect. And with all economic turnarounds, it takes time, right? So it takes a series of years.
Voting with our dollars in the free market.
Exactly.
Which is why they want to end free markets and only have mega corporations so you don't have choice.
That's right. And people are going out and they're voting with their dollar, or overall the information is spreading. I mean, just this article right now on InfoWars and everyone carrying it's got, tens of thousands of shares just on Facebook. People are spreading the word. They're mad. And then that's a fact that is turning other individuals onto it.
We're going to retweet it right now at Real Alex Jones, this article on McDonald's. I would call it the fall of McDonald's.
It is.
Well, I mean, let's do a follow-up report.
Well, I think we should include this video in it, in fact.
The fall of Too Big to Fail. We should do a whole, every week for the next month, a review of big corporations that were too big to fall. They got propped up, but they fell because people just stopped visiting them.
Well, I don't want to break this right here, but it is Coca-Cola is the next one in line. Their market share is going down. They're losing profits. They're tied to McDonald's and Monsanto. And Bill Gates also owns 500,000 plus shares of Monsanto as of 2011. Who knows what he owns now? So he's invested in all of this. What I want to know is really, is this actually the forefront of the elite system being completely crumbled and turned down over the years?
People get it. They have no power but voting with their dollars. And by the way, shifting gears, that means supporting us, spreading the word about the broadcast. That means buying the products. That means getting involved and spreading the word. So please tell folks about the free podcast, about the free video streams at Infowars.com/show. We're running a special in the month of February about human empowerment. It's not just about boxes of candy and roses. Super male and super female vitality are concentrated herbs and other extracts known to healthily supercharge your libido, energy, you name it. I couldn't operate without this. It's so amazing. 20% off both super male and super female vitality. You can also get 2 bottles of our proprietary Deep Earth crystal-sourced nascent iodine. The Good Halogen with a free bottle of Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Booster. A free bottle of that when you buy 2 bottles of Survival Shield X2 that they're demonizing and attacking because they want you to have the bad halogens like fluoride in your body, not the good halogen. Back when the federal government cared, they mandated the cruddy iodine, but at least that was there in the salt. It's out now. When we got attacked by the press last week, they said, it's already in the salt, Alex. No, it's not. It's been out since the 60s. You can find it with this stuff out there. You can find some of the sea salts have it, and that's good. Yep. But nothing compared to X2 and the type that we have. So InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsLife.com, try it. And you've heard the rave reviews from listeners. I believe you'll become a repeat customer and fund this operation that is in the face of the globalists, no compromise. We're going to break, Anthony. I want to come back and take calls, get into other topics with you as we talk to these callers. But briefly, why is X2 different than other nascent iodines?
Well, it's pretty simple. Usually you have potassium iodide or you have some other form of conjugated iodine that simply you don't want, in our opinions, based on the research and medical doctors, in your body. X2 is over 8,000 feet below the earth. It's pristine.
It's the strongest one out there, 99999. It doesn't have the other garbage bound of the iodine.
Yep, it's the only 99.999% pure iodine on the market, period.
And it's from a crystal source unextracted from seaweed.
That's exactly right.
So it doesn't turn red on paper, it turns bright blue.
Yep.
Which is what the iodine crystals do.
It's true iodine.
It comes from pure iodine, gas crystals injected. We'll be right back. InfoWarsLife.com. Stay with us.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253.
What disaster is so powerful, it unleashes a chain of mass pandemics, economic meltdowns, and violent at the same time? NASA has already set the countdown timer, and right now the 21st century apocalypse is less than 13 months away. Former CIA Director James Woolsey says 2/3 of U.S. population could perish. In a matter of seconds, the world as we know it will cease to exist. The world's economy will be wiped out. Mass riots will follow. Ancient diseases will reemerge. How will you shield yourself and your loved ones from this upcoming apocalypse? Go to darkestdays.info to find out proven methods of protecting yourself, your loved ones, and even your entire community when this worst-case scenario unravels. That's DARKESTDAYS.info. Dark